another one of her wives. But she did say, because she did say MadKal wasn't interested. MadKal wasn't interested in her.
See, that's where multiple stories are being told, in different platforms. So we actually don't know the information.
That woman did not say no shit like that. She never did.
I never heard that.
I don't know why the gay people always got to want a hunch. But listen, she didn't. No, she didn't say that, and ain't nobody heard that with their ears. That woman was adamant on she was not a.
No, she insinuated. I don't know if she was joking or what she was doing, but I don't have no reason to lie on her.
Nothing even close about like that came about, and she and if she can't be the predator, if MadKal's the one that's reaching out to her, well, that's what, a lot of us be predators. I agree with that. We be sharing our lives to the big gifters and the big throwers. We know what the fuck we be doing. We want people to come in there and spend their bread on us, and then if we can get a relationship on the back end, we'll tell them just about anything that's going to consist of them giving us more money.
I agree with that too. I agree with everything you said, but it was the second day. It wasn't the first day. It was the second day that she was on AJ's live that she insinuated in some manner that she would have messed with MadKal.
Take away that she still preys on women that have vulnerability. That doesn't take it away still.
I agree, and we
I never heard.
We just like we see men do it too.
We can't say who's vulnerable.
I'm saying it has to be multiple. I'm sorry, y'all.
We have seen. Well, I know there is other women. There other women have come out, but
we don't know who they are though.
Okay, exactly.
We don't know who's vulnerable.
If we don't know who they are, if we don't know who they are, then we don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I know it's true. So
the woman saying prove it. She said she ain't never. She knows who she,
and I asked her, and she said yes. She knows who she's done it to. And when I asked her, she made it very clear. There's been other people that she's helped on this app.
Help. Not that does not make her a predator. Everybody don't want to fuck. She got 6 bitches.
I ain't say nothing about her. Frankie said fuck. I have never said that woman want to fuck nobody.
So okay,
predatorial is not just
you're right. So I don't
wait. Right, because predatorial is not just having sex. Predatorial is a sense of power to gain something from somebody. So it doesn't mean she wants to fuck nobody. And I kept telling her that is not what a predator is. It's not just with having sex with somebody.
So what is it that you feel like she's trying to gain from MadKal?
She has a power. She has a sense of power. When she found out that woman needed help, if she helped her and just helped her, cool. You got the resource to help somebody. You got the resources to help somebody, right? But when you have a resource to help somebody, you don't expect nothing in return from them.
Whose fault is that?
That's
MadKal. MadKal for reaching out to her. So MadKal for preying on her, scouting her out, seeing if she's
we can say they both. You can say they both are predator, but still, she helped her using her resources to help her, and then wanted something in return. She then got a relationship. She wanted a relationship. She wanted a friendship. She wanted more from her. And then when that didn't happen, she began to exploit her. And that's what predators do. They start to exploit.
But
so at the end of the day, that's what she did.
Vulnerable.
Let me tell you something. If I'm reaching out to somebody that I see spending money, I'm praying on them. I'm praying on their pockets. I need that. And if whatever the outcome is, backfire on me, that's on my black ass for being a crab, trying to get some bread out of somebody, trying to use somebody. That's on me.
That could be true. And that could be true.
Could very well be a predator. She could very well. Two things can be right at the same time, but I would have to take accountability for me even trying to do what I was doing in the first place. That's just me.
I agree, but if you notice too, HB, if you was streaming my live, she kept saying, like she did it with me, and she did it with other people, even with Imp. She asked, "What's your cash app?" That's the first thing she starts to ask people. What's your cash app? Why is that her first? Why is that her first go-to?
I heard that, and I was confused by that. Very much.
And then think about this. Even in the communication with MadKal, why she kept telling MadKal how many gifts she gave to people, how much money she gave to people, how big of a gift she gave to people. She was doing that for a reason. That's another tactic that she uses. That's just like leading with your pockets like men do. Yeah, man, I bought my girl, big ass.
So if it was a woman, if it was a man doing it, you would have told a woman.
No, I would have told that nigga he was leading with his pockets and he was a clown, just like I tell the niggas that do it on my platform. I tell them the same.
So one moment, y'all, real quick. If y'all can hear my voice, I'm not sure if I'm speaking too low. Again, I just want to give a shout out to Diamond the Gazebo. Respectfully, Dime, this page just hit 1,000 new followers. So I definitely wanted to give you the dub on that. Thank you for allowing me to use this page for the day. Shout out to Dime, the Dime Pieces, respectfully. Y'all can go ahead.
I say if it was a man, I've told plenty men on my platform that they're clowns for leading with their pocket. Big Divide being one of them. Big Divide just got played by two bitches that he thought was his
Okay, but I'm not talking about.
You just said it. You just said it. You said if it was a man, you literally just said it.
I said what? You didn't let me finish.
You don't know what I would say because if you want to hear what I say to the men,
I'm talking about what would you tell the women that take the bait of using a man for his money?
I don't say nothing to women that use men for their money. I actually don't.
Okay, let me say this right here. Everybody is not strong. HB, I'm referring to you. You are a very strong-willed individual. And predators can't.
I'm a very manipulative individual.
Okay, well, manipulative, strong, whatever. But I'm just saying you are a very strong, dominating person. So a person that is leading from money, you will take their money and use it against them and tie their ass up. Everybody is not like that. And so and this is just if she's a manipulative person that leads with her money, and maybe MadKal wanted that money, but then once she got that money, she did not realize she could not handle her the way that a lot of people like yourself could handle her. All of us, when they say, people that are strong, if you came with me leading with money or whatever, you couldn't handle me that way. But everybody is not like that. So that's the reason I'm saying you're right. Two people can be right at the same time. So T-Time could be right and
this is T thing. So even if she's even if we use the man, even if I'm like, I see he got this nice car, so he got all this jewelry on, so I'm deliberately getting in his way. I'm preying on him. If it doesn't mean that he's still not a predator. If I get with him and he take advantage of him knowing that I need that, I want that, and I actually need that. So then he takes advantage. And then when he don't have that power anymore, he have an episode kind of like what Boss did. So that's why I said T do have a point. She do. But we still, MadKal, myself, and a lot of others out there that do that still have to take accountability for our part that we played in it too.
Exactly. They're both a predator. Both of them wanted something. They both were
born to say she's a predator. The predator is
so how is MadKal the predator in this situation? Maybe I'm missing it.
According to Boss and MadKal never asked her for no money.
She asked her for gifts and support.
Everybody asks for gifts.
Just because a person is asking for money, they're not a predator. Because
so we look at these apps, somebody might call me there because
I can't explain it unless I finish, but I continue to explain it because it's the same thing that HB said. MadKal got in contact with that woman to support her platform by throwing gifts. She literally asked her to throw gifts on her platform. So then when you know that this person is a big gifter and you see that you can get something out of them and you manipulate them to continue to get it, you're just much as having a predatory behavior as that person. Y'all both playing the game. They both were playing each other.
How is asking somebody to
them a predator?
Manipulative?
That doesn't make a person and please don't take this as me calling MadKal a beggar. I'm using your term. A beggar is when you see homeless people, and I'm not being funny, when you see homeless people out there asking for money, there are some that are out there playing a game. They're out there, they'll walk off and get in a damn Mercedes. They're playing a game. But every person that is asking for money is not manipulating the system or not being a predator. They're in need.
For money is not the same though for the haters. If I ask you for some money for the haters and you give me the money, that's not the same as me continuing a relationship situation back in conversation with somebody knowing that all I want is their money.
Right, but the way that you are, maybe the way that I'm receiving what you're saying, and I'm not saying you're wrong or whatever. The way that I'm receiving what you're saying is that when Mad saw that she could get some money, she became a predator. That is a person maybe reaching for some money and knowing that was a bank, but that doesn't make her a predator. A predator preys on the weak, not.
So that's what T's trying to say. T, that's what, okay, I feel like that's what T's trying to say. T's trying to say is like MadKal may have reached out, knowing that she was in need, knowing this lady is spending stupid money on the app or whatever. She preyed on her in that manner, but she ran into a predator. You know what I'm saying? You had a plan and she did too. Her plan was a bit bigger. Exactly. And she abused her power, which was the money, and her knowing that you're in this situation, and et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's what, I guess that's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if she's done it, I wish that other people would come out, but she's admitted, like, she does it to people that she feels like is in need, that feels like that needs her help, or she tries to see if you need, like, if you, like with the Empress thing, what would be the purpose of her just out the blue randomly using Empress name, right? Empress, and saying, I gave her $4,500. I helped her and get, like, you continue to tell her
bitch, I ain't email nobody to support no motherfucking battle.
We ain't gonna get clipped.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what would be the point of her? She could have said any random person, but you use a person that you know is on the app. You know that MadKal has previous friendship with. They not cool no more. But you say, oh, I gave this chick $4,500. Then you telling her, yeah, and I gave this person a gift, and this person got a gift for me. This person did, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, what would be your purpose of doing that?
It's kind of like this, T, because, you know, I message how you have to do your thing, and then I have to break it down in, you know, elementary school thing. It's kind of like me having 2 pieces of candy left, and I know you want a piece. You really, really want this, is her favorite candy. And I'm like, I'm thinking about giving this to Victoria. I'm really thinking about just giving her these last 2.
Exactly.
I am. And you sitting there looking like, I kind of want it without saying anything. Sounds like a tease. Like, right. I know this is something you want and need, but I think I'm going to get the last 2 to Victoria.
Which is very predatorial, because you want her to ask you for it. Because that's what you need.
You need that. You don't have to ask nobody for permission.
You want her to ask you for the money, because she's
like, hey, I do want to help Trina. I think I should help Trina. Yep. Just because you know you.
That logic. How is MadKal at fault in this?
It's the lady trying to make the woman That's what I'm saying. The lady. If we using HV logic, right? You got 2 pieces of candy, and you waving the candy in the person's face, knowing that they hungry, and the person keep on saying, she even said, MadKal ain't never asked me for nothing. MadKal even said she ain't never asked her for nothing. So now you want to keep baiting her into asking you, because you need her to ask you. That power is in you. It's like a fucking vampire. You start slobbing at the mouth because you want her to ask you so bad. So you doing everything you can do to get this woman to ask you for some money.
And I ran across a lot of sinners.
Yeah, I did. Because that's exactly what they do. They prey on the fucking weed.
I kind of ran across a lot of niggas like that too.
There's a lot of niggas out here like that. You know that. Y'all know
I did.
That.
I ran across
a lot of different than a girl running away from home.
Hold on, real quick for the haters. I'm gonna let you go. I ran across a lot of niggas like that. Niggas want to feel needed. That gives them a sense of power.
Yep.
And when they no longer feel needed, like that's why they got a problem with these bitches that got these degrees and shit. Because they feel like they not needed. She got the ability to leave. Okay, they want you to be the traditional housewife. You don't have no job. You at home with the kids and shit. You got to clean up. So I can go upside your head, cheat and do some more shit because you can't go because you need me. So she wanted to feel needed. And when she no longer felt, you know, when MadKal treated her like she was disposable, that kind of got her feeling like she feeling. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Probably. And I told her that, and that's what's making her upset.
It was
she used her money. She used her money to leave.
Home. And when she run away from home, you know, we're gonna blame. You know, when that girl jump off that bus, she take a bus and go to another state. She know damn well she don't have the money. But when she get off that bus, and then some predator come over and say, "Hey, let me help you," you know, are you gonna call that girl because she needs that money? A predator. Yes, she needs that money, but the predator is the one that takes her and get in that car and say, let me show you how to do this, this, and this to make more money.
Yeah.
So y'all that's not confused. What Jet is saying is when I get you even further away from home, you in even more of a vulnerable situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Really in my child, but a child and a 40-year-old woman a child and a 40-year-old woman is not the same, because let's just be for real. Hold on,
It doesn't matter. You got people in nursing homes need shit for real.
Hold on, check this out. Let's be for real, HB. Y'all know that if y'all messing with, we just say messing with a nigga, that nigga ain't finna keep dropping $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on you, and there not be any kind of strings attached, even if those are emotional strings. So stop playing like, oh, she was just an innocent victim that had no idea what was going on with somebody dropping thousands of dollars.
I certainly wasn't innocent.
Okay, no, wait a minute. No, hold on. So drop. So because I think we are trying to be very sensitive to the issue at hand, because let's not forget how she even came into proximity to that capacity. A major situation. She came
proximity when she got in that woman inbox first, and because the woman wouldn't have known about any other issue in her life if she hadn't got in that woman's box and say, "Come support my panel."
But I think we just admitted. I think we started there. We just saying the woman got on the internet portraying to be innocent. So
what I'm saying is the fact that MadKal had a major situation happen. She went to someone she thought she had rapport with, that she could trust. For all we know, the lady was letting her know who she was. There was some familiarity there. So she's like, hey, listen, this is what I'm going through. And the lady assisted her. Okay, she trusted her. When she got in proximity to her, that's when things took a left turn, as y'all said. So I'm allowing y'all to deliberate, but I'm like, I feel like we're missing the key focus here. It's not like, oh, she prayed on her because she was watching how she was gifting her. Like, there was some type of rapport there, though, guys.
And we can't act like there hasn't been women that got. We can't act like there hasn't been women that got help before. There's been women that have been helped off this app. I've helped one of them. They've moved out of their whole state and to Chicago and gotten the assistance that they've needed. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't exploit them. You get what I'm saying? Like when they came on the app and gave their information, they were able. So there are people that know that you're resourceful and know that that people can help them, and they will reach out to the people that they know have the resources to be able to help them out of the situation that they're in. But that does not mean.
Like I've seen a lot of people doing your case and Diamond case. They know that you're influential and you have a big platform. So you may be indirectly helping them by allowing them to utilize your platform.
Right.
Use that other thing. I did not want to use the 2 letters to talk about that because I know that's sensitive to a lot of people.
Right. She is a resourceful person. She has group homes. She has foster homes. So a person knows, okay, I'm in this situation. This person has resources. This person can maybe help me with their woman. I know that's not why she reached out. So here's the thing. You're conflating 2 different things. She was not in that situation when she built her platform. During the time of them building a relationship, she got in a situation so much as financially, more so resourcefully.
Thank you.
Like I'm dealing with this man. I'm in a situation. I need to get out of it. So that was not why she reached out to her initially. That was not what she was dealing with initially when she reached out to the lady. She was building a platform. In the process of her building a platform, shit happened. Life happened. That's life. It happens. You never know when it's going to happen, but it fucking happened while she knew a lady who was resourceful, who had the resources, who had the proper chain of command. She knew what to do, how to get out of it. And she confided in that woman about those things so that she can maybe help her with some resources. Maybe you could give me a referral. Maybe you know what I can do. Maybe you know people I can use. That woman instead used the resources that she had to help the lady.
Or maybe you just have money to give me.
Because see, you had a word earlier that you used that was right. When that woman did not get her way, she exploited her.
Exactly. Her in her situation. Exactly.
Exploited her. MadKal did what she was supposed to do as someone who was in need, and that woman exploited her.
Somebody said that I'm wrong because Mad was with the one man for 20 years. Mad being with the man for 20 years has nothing to do with her having a situation where she feels like I need to get out. That you don't know a woman breaking point. I don't give a fuck if she was with him for 20 years and 20 years and 2 days was the day that she decided I need to get out. That doesn't matter.
So what did MadKal do what she was supposed to do? Take the lady's money? What exactly did she do?
She used the lady's resources.
So hold on. So T-Time, can I say something to that? All right, so drop. Respectfully, as someone who grew up and witnessed some things that shouldn't have been happening within adults in the household, it sounded like MadKal was wrong for seeking out help from someone she thought she built a genuine rapport with. She built a rapport, something happened to her. She remembered that lady pretty much ties into something familiar like that, and she reached out for help. She thought the lady was going to be sincere by helping her in return. As a result, because Mad did not move the way that she wanted her to move, all her business got put out on the app. So was Mad supposed to stay in the predicament she was in?
So, if I'm allowed to answer you, no, she wasn't supposed to stay in the predicament she was in. Taking the resources, yes. And you said that you was raised in a home where you seen some things where some things have happened to me. And I've never had to reach out to nobody for thousands of dollars. If I wanted an escape, yes, maybe someone needs to help people with a way of getting out. But thousands of dollars is not what's truly needed. So y'all are conflating two different things when it comes to that situation. Y'all are talking about, you, Bella, are saying, oh, she didn't need the resources. On one hand, y'all talking about resources. On the other hand, y'all forgetting and leaving out the thousands of dollars that was given. So that's the issue. She may have needed the help. I'm not disagreeing with that. But she got more than just the help that she needed. And to just say that oh, she didn't get what she want from MadKal. What is getting how are you doing? Your father have passed. You have helped me. Can I at least give you a kind word? Can I at least give you a shoulder since you've given me your shoulder and your bag? You're saying it as if that woman didn't deserve at least some empathy for somebody who she's been helping.
Nobody's saying that she didn't deserve it.
That's what Bella just said. She said because she didn't get what she wanted. That Bella just said she didn't get what she wanted when all the woman
said she did not respond the way that she wanted her to.
But the woman still didn't have to put her out there on blast. She could have communicated, damn lady, you know, like woo woo woo. But still,
put people out blast
as a person in the field that she's in,
people put out
you don't mix that. And that's where this gets dangerous, right? When you are in the field that she's in, a social worker and things like that, and you're using your resources to help people, you have to be very, very careful. With mixing your personal with the pleasure. You have to be. That's a fine line. Okay, that she's crossing. She got 6 women. She got 6 women.
HB,
that can empathize and rubber back and
use her personal money, or did she use her money from her? Because people keep saying resources as if the woman used money from her organization to help people. Did she use her personal money, or did she use the resources from her organization?
We would never know.
See, okay, well, stop saying it. You keep,
but she made it very clear that she mixes those things. She made it very clear that she mixes those things. Money. She made it very. She used her own money. She used her own money to buy EBT too.
Okay, let me.
She do a lot of shit. She do a lot of fucked up shit.
She's a human outside of being a resource.
As a person who has a nonprofit and goes out and help people, which is me, there have been times that I have taken people actually shopping, and I'm gonna say this. I can go in the store with them and I can say I'm gonna spend $500 on them, and when they get in there, just because they didn't have it, and that's just like going in a candy store, they go in and say, oh my God, look at this, can I have this? Oh, am I close to it? Can I get a little bit more? Yes, greed sometimes take over when you're in need. That is just the nature of the beast. And maybe MadKal got overexcited with the lady giving her more money, but that still does not take away from what actually happened.
You know, like when someone was saying like she may have gotten thousands, you know, like what it costs nowadays for first and last month's rent. Like it can cost thousands just to get a new place when you're starting over. So to me, it doesn't. I mean, it can make sense that she would need a lot of money.
Okay. What you say, jaw dropper?
Saying hello to Butter.
And leaving a 20-year relationship is not easy, right? It's a mental, it's draining mentally. Having to take your kids from their home, from their father, from things like that. So I understand that the lady lost her father and she needed MadKal to respond in a certain way. But sometimes when your head is where it is, you don't even know how to respond to certain things or how to react to certain things. She literally had her own trauma going on in her own life. You know, not saying that it's an excuse, but a lot of times you don't even know how to respond to somebody else's trauma when you got your own. And she apologized to the lady for that.
I don't see anything wrong with the woman expecting some type of emotional response to what she's dealing with after being there in such a great manner, especially if they built, because one hand we're talking about, oh, she's a social worker, but then she's also human. Then they also built a relationship outside of just helping her get out of her situation. They had some type of relationship outside of that. I think everybody can agree that they had some type of relationship, or that all those things that MadKal was saying on the back end to this woman, she wouldn't have felt so comfortable without saying it if she didn't consider the woman as a friend. So we can say that they were friends. So if I'm your friend and I've helped you get out of a situation, I've offered you my home, I've offered you my money, and you're telling me it's wrong for us to expect, or for boss to expect, that MadKal would return the favor when she lost her father.
No, I don't think it was wrong for her to expect that, but she got clouded with it and she exposed that woman's business to the public. She could have communicated that with Mad. She could have communicated that with one of the 6 women that she was dealing with. She could have
tried to call Mad and Mad.
Okay, well, cool. She could have communicated with that with her mama. But to take it to social media and now you break your code of ethics.
How to respond in anger.
But that's where she's fucking up her profession. Because now you breaking your code of ethics and you have now exploited this woman and her situation. Mad didn't exploit her situation. Mad didn't bring the woman business to social media. She brought Mad business to social media. She could have still gave everybody the damn messages and took the fact that she was in DV out of it. She could have just screenshotted the messages that she talked about everybody and did that. But to add to give all of that girl personal information to other people, that's where that becomes fucked up.
But that's what they do on this message out of TikTok.
And it's still fucked up. I've always said it's fucked up. Regardless of who did it, it's fucked up. And it's even more fucked up with somebody using their resources.
I agree.
That she wasn't part of this side of messy TikTok, and she don't do that.
She was a part, jaw dropping.
And she
wouldn't know all these people. She was a part. That's
but when she first came out, that's what she claimed. She said she don't do this.
Well, that's not
but
true,
yet
because
you hit up 5 people.
Because she contacted messy side of TikTok people, so she knew. But I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I had a best friend. We were friends for years, and she always was in my ear every time she had a problem with a guy, or I stayed on the phone with her for hours and blah 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 blah. But then when I had cancer, she still wanted to talk to me about all of her issues and had no compassion or empathy for what I was dealing with. So I snapped. I finally told her, I'm like, you always calling me, talking to me about your issues, and I'm always there for you. But now I want to, I'm going through something and you don't even ask me how is chemo. Oh, girl, I snapped on that bitch. I said, bitch, I will whoop your motherfucking ass. That's what I told her. And we had been friends for years, for 15 years. But when she could not understand my pain after me being there to understand hers, there was a problem. And it was a serious problem. So we can't say how boss should have responded, because she's still human. Even if y'all saying she's a social worker and she's this, she's that, she's still human and she still has friends. And she still expects some level of empathy that she's been willing to share with somebody else.
Cool. But that's cool. That's cool.
Hey,
for the person that said that she not like that, it came out when Kiana came up. and she ended up showing the messages. Mind y'all, saying that she's never talked to Kiana on the back end. She did when she showed all the messages. This is what the lady do. She go from creator to creator talking about people behind their back. This is her thing.
Right.
So she does do this.
You talking about creator? She said it.
Yeah, we got that. That's what Mad do. The lady one says she don't do it.
They both do it. That's what I
Mad says she does it though.
I won't stay up here long. I just have to correct something that's on record.
She didn't say it.
Before she was exposed, she said it. Because
before she was exposed, she never said,
she said it in my panel. Yes, she did.
Before she was exposed, she was saying she's messy. She didn't say, I talk about how you
she did
behind y'all
because
back.
yes, she did, because there was a vlog that she put up and my name was in it on the screen recording. Somebody told me and she was like, I talk about people like everybody else do. I wasn't mad at her about my name being, but she absolutely did say this. She absolutely did on my panel.
Tea time.
Go ahead.
Hey, morning, everyone. Real quick, I just wanted to correct something. Drop is sharing a little bit of fake news here. I just wanted to make sure that everyone understands that it was not thousands and thousands of dollars. It was $1,963 and some cents, as well as it was someone else's food stamps from that the lady was using resources that she got from other people to help MadKal. So I just wanted to make sure that we correct the record in that there's no thousands and thousands. It's someone else's food stamps. She was mad that MadKal used her own money to go and get something when the lady had food stamps that she got from other traps in order to give to MadKal. $1,963 in food stamps.
That's what she showed. That's what she showed y'all. What did boss say? There's two sides. There's two sides.
What did boss say?
We saw the one side. We saw the one side from boss. We saw the one side. And then we saw
we know that the Amazon wish list was over 1,000. So what are y'all talking about?
She the one who told her to make the Amazon wish list.
Does not matter. But y'all acting like, she only gave her food stamps.
I also know the answer to this.
She gave her more than food stamps.
I also know the answer to this.
She gave her more than food stamps.
I also know the answer. I also know the answer to that, ladies. I also know the answer to that. The wish list. Some of the money that was sent to the Cash App was for the wish list. So again, $1,963. There you have it.
And we also have to remember when we talk about what did she say. She also said she gave Empress $4,500. She also said she gave Empress $4,500 to come out. She was lying about that. Since we want to go by what she said.
Plus other people's food stamps.
Y'all can be lying. That's the point.
She lied and admitted that she lied.
They both have a responsibility to all of this stuff that happened. They both are accountable.
All right, Bella, that was all I had. I just wanted to make sure that y'all correct the fake news, the very, very fake news, because fake news is very, very, very dangerous. You know? Lee out. Y'all have a great one. Bye.
Yeah, Leola, go before I tell you something, please.
Bella, let me say this. When that lady showed the messages of when she talked to Kiana, during that time period, I sat up on Kiana's panel every day. I did not know this lady at all. But all that went on with her and Kiana was on the back end. I did not know this lady was a mod because, like I said, some of y'all know, I was there every single day and did not know this lady at all. So they did a lot of things from the back. All that talking and everything was stuff from the back end.
I want to say this conversation can really get to be dangerous because as a person who is in a similar situation, it takes so much strength and courage to reach out to anyone to ask for help. And I don't want people to think that, if you're reaching out to people for help, people are going to throw your business out like that because it's already hard enough. And we want these people to ask for help when they're in that situation because the other alternative is not good. to stay in it, especially with you and your kids. So, we gotta stop being so hard on her for reaching out for help.
And too, we don't know if she had MadKal listed as a resident in one of her homes, so she could get government money from, because she flew MadKal out to Arizona. We don't know what this lady did to list MadKal down to get government money for her. So, some of that money she said she gave, she could have been getting the money back from the government, because she is a big liar. So I wouldn't put it past her to possibly still be getting money off of big MadKal and her child.
All right. So for those who are aware of the situation with MadKal, the conversation gets a little bit deeper because allegedly Brenda came into the conversation as far as Brenda's situation. I want y'all to hear this because it all ties into each other. And we really need to start posing these questions. And the question is, what's the difference between MadKal and Brenda? Let's listen.
And AJ, that's not a taking. That's facts. That's not a taking for AJ. It's not. It's being honest. MadKal, you was talking shit. She put that out there. One thing she didn't do was put out your situation. Simple. Period. Dot. Now, unfortunately, your shit is out there, but that's how it goes. She was laughing at somebody homeless.
Let me ask you, what's the difference between motherfucking MadKal and Brenda?
I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong because she's crying now. I'm dead wrong.
What's the difference between MadKal and Brenda?
Okay, everybody's starting to clock in. We're getting in the car. We're getting on the race.
I'm tired of it. We're on the racetrack. I'm tired of it. What's the difference between MadKal and Brenda?
I'm dead ass wrong.
Niggas was just laughing at. Hold on. Niggas was just laughing at DV last week. So what the fuck is we crying this week now for? I don't fucking get it.
She said they wish that I had an early delivery and that my child dies. But then nobody said you're dead ass wrong in them comments. They over there like, ooh.
So what are you talking about?
Not you, Trina. I'm talking about the comments that are talking about.
Okay, I'm talking about AJ. What is the difference in laughing about somebody DV last week and now this week you're crying saying you would never do that? That's fucking weird. Period. That's weird and you're full of shit.
Clock in, Trina.
You're full of shit. You don't give a fuck about no DV and laughing at no DV. You was on Brenda ass. I'm on getting your ass fucked. What are you talking about? Just was saying she was disgusting.
Hold on now. Trina's clocking in. This is Trina clocking in.
I think we talking about different things because that's not even what I'm talking about. They was over here crying me because they said I went over there to take up to somebody.
What the fuck?
All I said was, MadKal, you know how this shit goes. And you know how motherfuckers do what they do because you do what you do too.
This shit fake and phony. Period. Motherfuckers full of shit. It is what it is. You were just laughing at Brenda.
I'm trying not to scream at you right now. You know why you eating shit? I'm trying not to scream. This is my opinion, and I'm going to say it without the energy. I'm glad you said it with the energy, so I can barely clock in. I ain't even really got to clock in no more for real. I feel like I don't like the tears and the crying and the upset shit over there. I don't like that. I don't like MadKal doing the crying. I don't like AJ doing the crying. AJ, now you know you don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, AJ, you was just talking shit about her yesterday. This is bluntly, no filter. You was just talking shit about her crying yesterday. And now y'all are up on the live crying together. No me gusta. I don't like that.
Miles an hour, go to 60.
No, because let me just say what I have to say then. Bluntly, I don't like MadKal. I'm going to hope and assume that your tears are from the situation that you're going through and not the bullshit TikTok shit that you was talking shit about these people on. Like, that's what I don't want. I feel like I can actually feel your tears, MadKal, because you're going through a lot. That is giving me genuine from.
Can I just pause that part right there? What if the tears was because not only am I going through something, but the person that I thought that I can trust and confide in just put all my shit out there
before it to hit the app.
Giving me like that.
Nobody is prepared for some shit like that to hit the app. So if those were some tears, I could see tears from both sides. Like, damn, like I'm already in a fucked up predicament. Now I got more shit to deal with. And yes, she was talking her shit about people, whatever. Nobody's disregarding that. Those type of things to happen from people that you think you have a genuine rapport with. I don't get why y'all don't understand people feel some type of way when they are betrayed. That is a sense of betrayal. I trusted you, you betrayed me. So why wouldn't she cry? That is a normal emotion.
I have a question for you, Bella.
Okay.
When Mad Day, if I'm correct, it's so much be happening on this app. When Mad Day is exposed, if I'm correct, y'all back in conversation. Who panel did she do that on?
Tea-Time? I think it was Tea-Time.
Okay,
maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe Barb.
Okay.
I don't know.
So my question is, I don't remember anybody giving anybody any flack who exposed some. I don't remember the host having to take any flack.
I did. I absolutely did.
If you did, I don't remember. So it wasn't that bad. So because I don't even remember. I can't even
Mad Day
panel it was on. So I don't see, because that's what people do. That's what the hosts do. They give a space for people to air their grievances, do whatever they need to do, cuss people out. I mean, y'all always say don't blame the host, but in this instance, y'all want to blame the host.
I absolutely did. Mad Day just said it in the comments. I absolutely did.
They doing that. I don't